Well, now,
Perfect.
yes.
Go ahead.
As we all know that there are mainly 5 pillars for the drug discovery. First is the target in modern drug discovery. First is that identification of the target, then optimization, lead, then validation, and after the discovery of or identification of the target, then there is lead discovery, lead optimization, pre-clinical trials, and then is the clinical trial. Now coming to the what is the molecular target? Molecular target is nothing that is a type of a protein, enzyme, or any receptor on which the drug binds and leads to a specific type of therapeutic activity. Now coming to the evolution of target based drug discovery, actually in earlier era there was not, and structure of the target was not known, and everybody was going to search for the new drugs by using phenotypic. But after this, then after some time or era, then the this such type of discovery shifted to the target identification, optimization, validation, and then lead optimization and lead discovery. Now then there are mainly two types of target identification or target drug discovery. First is specific binding and another is off target effects. What is the difference between two? In the specific binding, if we know this exact structure of the target, then we can design the drug molecule or lead molecule that can specifically bind to the particular target site and lead to the maximum therapeutic effect with minimal side effects. And in the off target effects means if we don't know the structure of the target and we don't know the active site of the target, then the drug can bind to the active site as well as the allostatic site with the maximum side effects. Then that means target identification plays a very important role in the drug discovery. Why selection matters? As the target identification defines the actual biological site where the drug binds and initiates and with the minimal side effects. And there are some additional methods. Traditional methods are also available, like in traditional method means just a minute, sir. Sorry. Yes, in transitional method means like in earlier transitional method, there was not the structure of the target was not known, and it can took the years of research. But in now in modern research, accelerated drug discovery process that is faster process and leading to the minimum time. And now coming to the modern approaches, the evolution as of target identification, as we have already discussed, that in the earlier time scenario, there was not the structure of the target was not known, and we go to serendipity that may took years of research. But nowadays, with the help of genomics or proteomics or bioinformatics, we can generate the data and we can know the structure, exact structure of the target, which is responsible for the cause of disease. By knowing the structure of the target or the cause of the disease, we can actually identify the lead molecule by with minimum time.
Professor
And
Angela,
now,
sorry to interrupt you. We are unable to
yes,
see your screen now. Can you please again share your screen once again?
yes,
Previously, we were able to see your screen, but now we are unable to see.
yes, just a minute. Is it okay now? Yes, sir. Is it okay now? Hello? Is it visible now? Hello, sir. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir. Yes, is
Yes,
it visible? Yes.
yes. Proceed.
Yes, now coming to the AI and machine learning, which is the new frontier for the drug discovery process. Now, with the help of AI, we can generate the massive data, and that can be analyzed by using the algorithm process, large scale biological data set, identifying the patterns which are invisible by using the traditional analytical methods. Now, with the help of predictive modeling, deep learning models predict the novel target disease associations, which is responsible for the cause of disease and lead to the accelerated translation. Now, there are some case studies like in the target identification. Earlier, there means with the help of advanced method, there was 95% acid reduction and 3% speed is increased. Now, there is in modern approach area, there is one computational approach. With the help of computational approach, the years which earlier required was 10 plus year. Now that has been decreased, and the average cost also decreased, and the 90% failure rate was earlier in earlier era, but now that has been decreased. Now coming to the computational drug discovery, what is the meaning of computational drug discovery? That is basically computer aided drug designing. That means with the help of large data or computer aid, we can generate the data or we can identify the target without actually synthesizing in lab. That can be done by using the predictive modeling, means advanced simulation, means when our drug binds to the receptor in our biological system, then there is some type of biological effect. In the same way, with the help of computers or AI machines, we can simulate the environment where the drug can bind to the target, and we can check the ADME, means absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion of the drug in outside the system also. And there are mainly two core strategies which are responsible for the discovery, that is structure based drug designing as well as ligand based drug designing. What is the difference in between two? In the structure based drug designing, actually the target structure is not known, is structure of the target is known. Means in the modern drug discovery, first we identify the cause of the disease, and the cause of disease may be your target, maybe your protein, enzyme, or any type of channels. If we know the structure of the target, and but we don't know the structure of the lead, by knowing the structure of the target, we can actually discover the disease. We can actually identify the drug. That is known as the structure based designing. And that as we know, there are mainly protein structure like primary, secondary, tertiary structure, and for quaternary structure. If we know the sequence of the protein which is responsible for the particular type of disease, we can easily identify the drug. And in the after the identification of the drug, then is the validation. Means validation means if we are having 100 of targets, but we don't know in actual which target is responsible for particular type of disease, with the help of validation process or computational models, we can identify, we can hit every target with a known compound, and the target which is actually fit to the target, the drug, that can be validated or optimized. There are some techniques which can be used for the identification of the target by means of X-ray, molecular docking, homology, or molecular chromatography. We can identify the actual structure of the target. Another is ligand based drug designing. If we don't know the structure of the target, but we want to identify the cause of the disease, in that case we can use the existing drugs which can actually act to the target. Like in COVID, we use paracetamol or chloroquine, etc. That was anti-malarial, but we were knowing somewhat about the type of the cause or the cause of the disease, so we could use that chloroquines or quines. In the same way, in the ligands based designing, if we know the structure of the drug molecule, then we can modify the structure of the molecule to fit the unknown target. That is known as ligand based designing. Now after the target, there is a target optimization. And what is the meaning of target optimization? Like we are having the thousands of target and the structure is one, like molecule, we can hit our synthesize or draw the structures of the compounds on every target. The target which is actually fit to the drug receptor, drug molecule, we can say that it is the actual molecule which can cause the which can be responsible for the cause of disease. And molecular, now coming to the molecular docking. What is the molecular docking? It is a computational method. It is done with the help of computer only. We generate a computer library of the compounds. With the help of library of compound, now we are having the structure of the receptor as well as the structure of the drug. Now we are going to fit the structure of the drug to the receptor. If they fit, that means there is a conformational change in the structure of the target. That is known as the molecular docking. And there are so many theories behind the molecular docking, like lock and key. If we are having a lock and there are so many keys, but the key which actually fits into the lock is able to rotate the lock or will perform its function, that is open or lock. But if the key is not of that lock, will not able to rotate. In the same way, if we are having thousands of molecules but they are not able to fit to the target, they will not be able to produce some pharmacological effect. what is the use of molecular docking matter? Actually, in earlier era, if we are going to synthesize a molecule, that may take thousands of means years and billions of course, and some of the drugs may be failure after the synthesizing. But we can accelerate the discovery that can reduce the cost or enables the precision. And what are the key steps in the molecular docking workflow? First is the identification of the target, then the ligand selection and preparation, docking simulation, and then after the drug fits into the target, then there is a scoring, means negative score. That is a release of energy, and that is evaluated. There are two types of docking approaches. One is rigid docking, another is flexible. Rigid means if the structure of the drug as well as the receptor cannot be changed. But in the case of flexible, we can change the structure of the like electrostatic forces, wonder forces, hydrogen bonding, steric complexes. There are some popular molecular docking softwares like Autodoc, Veena, Sanjeevani, and there are some case studies like in silico medicines, rapid success, molecular design with the help of in silico or AI powered discovery. We could be able to speed up the drug target discovery, molecular design, and clinical validation. Now coming to the lead optimization, once the target is identified and validated, then come to the lead optimization. Lead optimization means we are now changing the functional groups of the molecule, structure of the molecule, by which we can fit the drug into the particular site of the target. That can be done by using the structure activity relationship knowledge or ADME text profiling or computational designing. After the development of the lead molecule or target identification, now we are going to the preclinical trials. What is the use of preclinical trials? Because actually after that we have to test our molecule on the human beings. Before going to the clinical trials, we have to test our molecules for the safety and toxicology, pharmacokinetic profiles, pharmacodynamic profiles as well. Now there are some challenges when we move animals model to humans, because there can be due to specific relevance, metabolic differences, target engagement, translational bias, and there is impact of lead optimization of clinical success rate. 85% marketed drugs are succeeded and 75% cost is reduced. Now there is one example, sujritriazine, that is one of the molecule that was discovered by the AI in the year 2024. Sodium channel blockers is another example. AI helped in discovery 85% partnership models, and synthetic innovation also involve the medicinal chemistry knowledge with the designing of novel routes. With the help of AI or target identification or CAD, we can go for the multiple pathways for the identification of the target. And there is future of drug discovery with AI driven transformation, integrated knowledge system, multidisciplinary imperative, and challenges means novelty versus confidence, AI model limitations. Conclusion that if we actually use the AI driven model or computer aided drug design in future, we can definitely success with the faster rate of success and more lesser failure rates. Thanks to all. Thank you, sir. Hello. Hello.
Did a wonderful
Hello.
question for the audience. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. I think we have a few questions from the audience. And the
Yes.
first question is, what are the key advantages of molecular docking in accelerating the drug discovery process?
Sir, actually, key findings is that if we are having the molecular docking, with the help of molecular docking, there is no use of going actual experimental work that can lead to the years. If we are having CAD, or computer aided drug designing. With the help of computer aided drug designing, we can find out the type of the target with the help of protein data bank. And after identification of the target, we can draw the structures of the molecules with the already existing drug molecules by changing the functional group. And after that, we can dock every structure with the identified target, and that is reducing the time. Means if we are taking 10 plus years in earlier times, but now that can be done in 30 days only. Hello.
So, what future developments do you expect to have the greatest impact on computational drug discovery?
So computational time means if we are talking about the AI, then we can have multiple data or data bank. With the help of data bank or computer knowledge, we can check the accessibility of the data, and we can match the existing data with the current disease. In the modern drug discovery, first we identify the cause of the disease. After identifying the cause of the disease, we can come to know about the target which is responsible, or the receptor which is responsible for the cause of the disease. If we can know the cause of the disease, then we can easily target our drug molecule, and that can speedize our process.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Anju, for your time and for your wonderful explanation. Indeed, it was very insightful, and we wish you all the best for your best research going
Thank
forward.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.